would it say?
I'm gonna
That is
write
the
a message
question.
with vodka that says I pissed in here.
I mean, yeah, you can do whatever you want.
Give me a dexterity check for that one.
You know what? If you want to write that with your liquor, you go right ahead. I'm not going to stop you.
Yeah, you're pretty familiar writing with various
Liquids.
abnormal memes. Yeah, liquids.
Like, I just turned my flask upside down and I just kind of like move it to write the letters.
Is this guy a booze bender? I saw that gush earlier. Liquid. What was that?
Oh yeah, could I use my keen eye on that?
If he'll let you. Otherwise, you're gonna have to give me a perception check.
Well, I can see something that's clearly of interest, or at least of value.
To get an actual good look at it to see.
Alright.
Klaus, are you gonna hold it still while he tries to inspect it, or are you just gonna try to hide it from him?
I mean, like, I'm not gonna hold it up for him to inspect it, but like, I'm just gonna keep writing stuff with it.
Like, could I look at it as he's doing that?
Yeah. Give me what would it be? I think investigation.
Alright.
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
18.
What's your modifier on that?
Plus 5.
Alright, it's cut off. That you can see that what this is pretty rare artifact. It seems to be a magical flask of liquid. It's near bottomless. It's what you can tell from it. You've seen something like it before. You've never had one yourself, but you have been around it before, that you recognize it.
I've seen some similar before in my travels. I'll bet it was with water. I have no idea how you found one with alcohol, but admittedly, it is rather impressive.
Oh, I just kinda... You know, whenever you, like, buy a flask from a mysterious dude that, like... I mean, it was only, like, one kapu, but he said something about my soul or some shit. He kinda, like, waves his hands dramatically with that. But, like, I mean, it was pretty much free. I just put some vodka in it, and the vodka just kinda stayed in it, even if you pull it out.
Well, seems like the curse to that item seems to be an upfront sort of curse, so we shouldn't have to worry about it, hopefully. Very well, we need to decide what to write in blood. Perhaps.
Wait, why are we writing blood?
Well, I mean, we gotta send a mess. Oh yeah, you weren't there, were you?
Huh?
There's we're pretty much trying to intimidate a giant weird-boar that tried and partially destroyed an entire town of orcs.
That's kind of disrespectful to these bodies.
I don't think intimidation so much as trick him. If anything, leaving a message should serve a purpose explicitly, not, you know.
You are correct.
Yeah.
Can you, like, be used as a shovel?
I mean, I can dig decently well.
Hold on, like, put your claws like this, and I, like, do, like, a scooping motion with both my hands together?
I'll do that with one paw so I can stay upright.
I'm gonna go... I'm gonna take each body that's out there and put it near the base of a nearby tree.
You're right.
Alright,
to the
so,
tree.
now put your back legs out.
I'll do that.
I'm
Curious
gonna
what this
grab him
guy's
by
thinking.
the back leg, and I'm gonna try to use him as a shovel.
Like a wheelbarrow.
Just like a shovel, try to dig out a decent, like, grave.
You know what? I'm curious what this guy's doing, and I'm gonna allow it. I'll even do just the other paw, so it's for shovel-like.
Give me an athletics check, Klaus. He's pretty heavy, but you can maneuver him well enough and have strong enough arms that you can dig a little bit. His body isn't really made for digging in that kind of way, but he does help you out a little bit. You do manage to make after a long amount of time where Torvarn is moving the bodies around, you do manage to make a bit of a hole.
Alright. a big enough grave to where I could, like, stack these people in it?
Not all of them, but a couple of them, yeah.
Well, I'll just put in as many as I can.
So all 2 of them.
About 3 or 4 of them.
So that's.
Alright.
I'm gonna say, Dorvan, what are you gonna do with those bodies?
Leave them as fertilizer for the forest.
You can see there aren't really many trees around you. There's a lot of grass, lots of tall grass, but not really many trees. And the trees that are there, pretty sparse when it comes to leaves and such.
What kind of
Seems
trees
like
are
the
around
hot
us?
sun. Skinny trees, kind of like small down to the ground, not very straight, kind of crooked. Seems like something we easily lay on. If you wanted to lay more horizontal on it, you could.
Do they have, like, fruits or pine cones or something on them?
Not really at all, actually. It doesn't look like they have too much to them aside from bits of leaves and twigs coming off them.
Alright, well, I'm gonna kinda just, I'm gonna go up to one of the trees, just kinda like, cut a branch from it and do the whole thing where you put the branch on top of the, burial pile to, if I do it right, and I cut it right, hopefully it grows.
You do some weird stuff with a tree. Give me a nature check.
Can I help him?
Sure.
Huh? Oh yeah,
You want to roll yourself or give him advantage?
I will give him advantage.
Roll with advantage.
Nice.
You take a twig and cut it in a really weird way and put it on this mound of dirt and kind of half-exposed bodies. Or no, you only put half of them in there, so it's just a big old mound of dirt and kind of can see a little bit of body. And you just stick a twig in the top of it in a really intricate looking manner and hope it grows.
Okay.
Well, I suppose we should head back to town.
And I've never really had anyone, like, killed in a fight before.
Well, people try to kill us, so we gotta kill them.
I just knock them out.
I can respect that.
Alright. So you guys are wanting to head over to the thing? Or are you done? Or not done?
You guys want to head back to town?
Yeah, we'll head back to.
Yeah, we
the
looted the
Armory
place.
Village.
We got a bunch of armor and weapons.
Do any of you have a passive perception past 15?
I do.
Anyone else?
Passive perception. I got 13.
I have 16.
Hilda, as well as Mac, both do notice one of the more stranger sights that you've seen today. A smaller person, a small green person, standing on top of the building, just looking down at the two of you, or the group of you. The two of you see her, as she doesn't say a word. She carries a shield and has armor on, with a, for her size, relatively large sword. Let me put it on the map real quick. On top of the building, you see a small goblin woman.
I'm just gonna turn to Torvald. I was like, do you see that?
That. Hello? What?
This is the same one that you saw earlier, Torvald.
I saw her before. She was watching us when we were battling big boys.
Is she
Hey, what
following
are you
us?
guys talking about?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Hello?
She doesn't respond.
If you mean us no harm, we will mean you none.
She still doesn't respond.
Do you want to buy some vodka?
I wave at her, like trying to get a T-Rex's attention, like make motions.
After no response, you guys do become aware of another figure on top of the building, a robed figure who walks slowly, stands beside her.
Well, that's not suspicious at all.
And we'll end there, because I really gotta piss, and it's 8 o'clock.
I mean, alright, yeah, I'd say that was a pretty good session.
Cliffhanger.
I liked that. Like, it's nice to sometimes have a fight where it's just not life or death, you know? Sometimes you just want to beat the shit out of some really weak guys. Think they're not shit.
You know, I've been trying to do that for like the last month now, but you guys keep stopping right when I'm doing it, put into combat.
I think it's funny that my max damage was 1 below the max health.
I think that's hilarious too. Like every time I was like, how is he getting 1 off of killing these people? And then I looked at it, I was like, wow. Can't do it.
I checked, and I got 411 for damage. 411s.
Did you count his as well? Because he got like 3 of them.
Yeah, I love it as my max damage.
You've got to do like, or you've got to come up with a new finishing move besides decapitations.
I know, I gotta have to... Sucks, 'cause I love that.
Yeah, well, you picked a weird weapon for it then. I mean, you are hole punching people in the face.
You can hole punch them in the neck.
I like hole punching in the face. I think I'll do that then.
There's also hole punching in the chest, which is a really nice classic.
I like
Well,
that.
yeah,
one
but then there was
especially.
the armor. So
Well-
unless you have a helmet on, hole punch in the face, because that's gonna be a close guess at funeral. After that.
It's a war pick. You could do some pretty gruesome stuff by pretty much poking holes anywhere and then start ripping.
Yeah.
You could go underneath the jaw and pull their jaw off, their bottom jaw.
Ooh, I like that.
Oh, you know, you can just punch them unconscious and not be a vicious murder machine.
Well, those people still died, Klaus, so
I had nothing to do
nothing
with
you can
that.
really do.
But those 4, I had nothing to do with that. I walked away.
I was asleep and I didn't realize they were the same people.
Well, from now on, I guess I'll try to be more non-lethal. When I can.
It's not like I care. I love watching you guys do this dumb shit.
Man, I'm kind of thinking that this character actually feels right this time.
I hope so.
Actually, no, I'm gonna switch again next week.
Well, just know that if you switch again, I'm going to kill this character. This is the kind of character I want to kill, you know?
Why do you want to kill him?
I don't know. I don't know.
Because
I
I'm
just
not a
want
murder hobo?
No, I don't know what it is.
Honestly, I never thought I'd see the day where Klaus is telling me to stop killing people.
I am a very peaceful person.
Hey, might be a good influence on Mech.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope so.
Gotta remember,
Alright.
he's kind of designed to kill.
I'm very
Alright,
excited for this
guys.
next.
Later.
Yeah, see you, Jimmy.
Later. I kind of think that mech could definitely be used as a distillery.
I don't know at all about distilleries, so sure.
Yeah, that requires a lot of equipment that do not have.
I have
already
those
got too
extra
much stuff
bits that I
inside
can
it.
put on you. How resistant are you to fire?
Let's not make me into a distillery. That's gonna be a hard no. He'd let you use him as a shovel, but the distillery is where he gives a hard no.
I'm surprised you let him do that. It was weird.
I was just more confused than anything. It's like, you know what? I'm gonna see where this goes.
I think that my new goal is to turn mech into as many tools as possible.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Well, then
I'm very
again,
heady.
if I became a distillery, I could have the option to perhaps put in a sort of flame thing, and I could breathe fire. If you can, maybe we can do some with this actually.
I will bring up the problem that you had before. A lot of your stuff is very intricate and
Yeah.
may require you know what.
Yeah.
I know how to make a distillery, trust me.
Yeah, but I'm not just a piece of machinery you can just slap a distillery.
I
bit
can
more
try.
advanced.
You can try.
You might also completely destroy me, which I would rather not have that happen.
You'll be fine.
I'm super excited for what's gonna happen next week.
Yep.
My only problem is I just introduced a character that I literally have not made anything for. Because I made the character, and then I was like, this is dumb. This doesn't make any sense. So I just completely threw it all in the trash, and now I've got nothing for a character I just introduced to. I'm happy though.